welcome back to beautiful Wisconsin. And today, well, we're checking out the brand new Ford Bronco Raptor. We're here with the owner of this very early delivery model in front of us. How you doing, Chuck?
Good, how are you doing?
Great to see ya.
Yep.
I love how you parked it for us right now. Look at that angle. What degree of attack is that?
This is 11 degrees, so
11.
It may look like a lot, but not too.
It's pretty wild seeing it in person because the makeover for the Raptor itself, I mean, they did a great job turning the Bronco even more aggressive. Do you mind if we go over a lot of the cool features of it and what you've done with it as well, then take it out for a spin?
Absolutely. Let's do that.
So right away, those are not the stock Bronco Raptor tires, are they? What do you have on this thing?
These are the Nitto Ridge Grapplers, so a little more aggressive, like sidewall, and we just had really good luck with these off-roading and jumping our cars. So
you're actually going to be using it for what it's meant for, and like a lot of the people in California who just buy them and show them off, right? That's really
3 hours from off the truck. We were off-roading and did a video on that. So
really, make sure to check out his YouTube channel. I'll link it down below in the description and on the screen floating right now. But as you all know, with the all-new Bronco Raptor, you do have the 3-liter 6-cylinder engine. It is making 418 horsepower. And how many torque again?
I don't know the exact figure.
Don't even know, you bought the car, right? It starts. This is a pretty expensive vehicle, right? Starts to right around $68,000. How much is this model in front of us?
This one optioned out was $80,000.
$80,000. So then you got all the extra carbon fiber bits, right, in the interior and so forth.
The beadlock wheels.
The beadlock wheels. Let's check it out.
Yep.
How much money is this option down below? Do you know off the top of your head?
Around 3,000.
3,000? You think so?
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta get the spec all maxed out because the finish is off the vibe. Now, it's gonna be kind of trippy, I think, seeing this angle with a camera, but checking it out, let's see if we can walk in. Wow, look at that. You see the sky right there in top half and then the interior of the Bronco. I love the carbon fiber. Is this real carbon fiber?
Yeah.
It's not fake, right?
It looks... Yeah,
feels
that's
so
the actual
tactical.
carbon.
The entire interior. I love the orange finish. Now I think all the Raptor editions now with like the Raptor R, you're getting the same orange finish, right? So in my order,
code orange. Yep.
I should have the code orange all throughout the interior, but
the belts.
you have more carbon fiber down below next to the shift knob. You have orange seat belts too. What? No way. I think what Ford's doing here is pretty cool because it's always been the Jeeps, right? Off-roading. You have all the cool aftermarket scenes with the Jeep, but now Ford stepping into it, and I think what they did with it, it's nicely put together. You happy with it so far? I know it's a lot of money.
We've played a lot with the Broncos that first came out, but when they launched the Bronco Raptor and the things we've done with it already is unbelievable. With how it's like, you know, what they did with the 500. I think we're all left in awe at all the things and what it can do and the performance of these things. Unbelievable.
These are pretty rare, right?
Yeah.
Like how many are they making? Did they say? Or is it hard to get a hold of?
It's hard to get understand how many, but this one, like if you look at the VIN, I think it's like around 400. My guess is they've made about 1,000 right now.
Wow.
I can't get specific. But
so you're a pretty early delivery, right?
Yeah, they just started delivering them a few weeks ago, so we were within the first few weeks of them coming to the dealer.
So you still have the 30-inch tires, 37-inch tires, right? But what kind of suspension travel do you have? Can we see it on the other side of the vehicle?
Take a look at it.
The Fox shocks. Are these the same shocks that are on the Ford Raptor itself?
Yeah, so this is the live valve suspension, so it'll be a same type of setup where you can change the dampeners, all that stuff. Just like we're in the 500, you have the ability to change to go to track mode, sport mode. This one has Baja mode, towing mode, sport mode, normal mode. It just changes the ride feeling very well across all.
You get pretty good off-road areas out here in Wisconsin with this vehicle, like trails and so forth.
Yep. Yeah, we have some good stuff. I mean, we have a really good place within probably about 2 hours of here, Tigerton. We'll have to get you out there sometime.
Oh yeah, with the 700 horsepower big F-Series Raptor. It's gonna be so cool. I like how they made Raptor now into a proper like brand where you're getting performance off-road vehicles, kind of like what the Shelbys are for Mustang. Yep. Now we have the Raptor editions for the Bronco, the F-150, you name it. And it's gonna start snowing out here too, right? So you can have a lot of fun with it in the snow. Yep. I also really do like how the Bronco Raptor comes with these like louvered fenders. Are these functional or just for looks?
Yep, they actually vent. I wouldn't say they're super open, but they definitely have some function to them, as well as the hood has some vented stuff on the hood as well.
Whenever I see louvers on the front fenders, all I can think about are like race car terms of, oh, on the GT3 RS, you've got these exit vents right here for more front end downforce, more grip, all those special cool words. But on a truck, what is it actually doing?
For what they explain, it's just to help get more heat out of the engine as it's,
and for the looks, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's always for the looks, yeah.
It looks good though.
It does look good. Shoot, man. Mind if I take it out for a spin, see what's like to drive out here?
Not a problem at all. Enjoy it.
All right. You have the key? Oh, this is it. This is your special car, right? Your special new car.
Oh, yeah.
And question for you. So on the other side, is the bump stock actually contacting?
Yeah, so this actually connects with the axle, so it limits the travel on the other side, but you can see how much travel it has on this side.
That's insane. I bet you can jump it pretty well, right?
Oh yeah, we'll show you that later. But doing the same, we've used this rock. It's a famous rock here.
Okay.
The original, the Wild Track ones, the wheel on those are off the ground. They won't be planted on the ground at the same angle. Nothing too major, but
Bronco Nation, Dead Men Tells No Tales.
The Nassau badge my business partners gave me that when I jumped my first Bronco. They figured
okay, going to the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have the backwards Raptor logo, so you can see that while driving.
Yeah, it just reminds you, I guess, when you're looking in the back that you're driving a Raptor.
Yeah, it's got to remind you.
It's pretty cool though.
But the driving experience should do that for you, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay. Here we are inside of the Ford Bronco Raptor, starting it up. I love these LCD displays all around us. Let's go into drive. Very nice clicking feedback that you get out of this gear selector down here. Got my Red Bull to finish off the whole lifestyle. It's not a product plug, but that's a pretty good one. Here's like, I love the carbon fiber finish with the Bronco badge right there in the middle. Down here are our GOAT modes, G-O-A-T, meant for all terrain. We're going to be in 2-wheel high currently, and let's just stay in normal drive mode, but you can adjust accordingly to, let's say, 4 low, 4 high, 4 automatic, you name it, for the independent off-road trails. But by spinning this, it's actually going to change driver modes up top. So let's hit OK. This is normal, which is what you want to drive with on the street. And then if you want to have some fun with it and take it off-road, it's literally just called off-road, shifts to 4x4 mode, and the gauge cluster actually adapts to that setting. Pretty cool finish on it. And continuing to go even further, we have a Baja for the sand in the deserts, as to where I live, right? In California, this is the mode that would shine the most. But going even further, we currently have a rock crawl mode, which is designed for crazy situations like that rock we were just on earlier. It's going to shift to 4 low, but I'm not going to go to neutral right now for it to do that. We also have tow and haul mode to the far left, which is if you want to tow your vehicle to the track. If it follows a weight caliber limit of about 4,000 pounds, you should be fine, I believe. If it starts being rainy outside with the cold weather and a slippery surface, wet mode will adapt accordingly to limit the throttle response and enhance the traction control and stability control systems to sense any slip and to lower the input to make the car control itself even better. And then sport is for the street, I suppose, which makes it even more fun. And then you have sport to just enhance all the driving characteristics that you have and enrichen the inputs, giving you sport suspension, sport steering, sport exhaust modes, you name it. Let's stay in sport mode for now and get a feel for the vehicle. GOAT for greatest of all time, right? I really do like the way this is feeling so far. The electric steering rack is very nicely modulated so that giving input, giving power, and turning, it feels very responsive, and also it gives you proper feedback. Let's go ahead and turn right over here and try to find some good backcountry roads to experience the vehicle on. It sounds really, really good. Oh my gosh, you gotta realize again, 418 horsepower in a vehicle with a short wheelbase. It's really, really impressive how it's coming together as a fun off-road package. And he's right, it says Raptor in the back. You know what's so funny with the Bronco Raptor? It's got the same exact paddle shifters as my GT500 did. Wow, it actually sounds really good right now with the windows up. I mean, the engine itself reminds me a lot of the, I'll say it, the Ford GT engine, because the EcoBoost itself sounds very similar in that vehicle as it does in this. It's more raw in the Ford GT, right? But the same nature of hearing the turbos when you let off and like downshift, for example. The vehicle, it comes together very, very well. The body control, I mean, like, feel the suspension travel in response. We got to definitely off-road. It's unfortunate I don't have too much time today to off-road it because I got to catch a flight very shortly. But all together, I mean, getting a feel for the Bronco Raptor itself, it definitely has made my complaints go away, if that makes any sense, because in the original Bronco, the new one, it's a cool car. It looks aggressive. It's made for the off-road, but it doesn't give you this spicened up treatment of making you realize what you're driving. Inside this vehicle, it feels like a Raptor. Everything is turned to 11. It feels more edgy, and having the racing mark in the middle really finishes off the entire sporty off-road vibe. Plus, where the suspension is responding, I mean, it feels really, really good. Even barely going off-road just now, the feedback with it wants to be driven hard. It's actually a ton of fun out here. The 10-speed automatic is doing a really good job on the gear changes. It's making it feel very engaging, the entire driving process. The brakes are screwing a little bit. I think the entire package itself with the vehicle, it does feel edgy, it does feel fun. I think what they're doing here is that the package that you're getting out of it, yeah, it's a lot of money. But when you look at even the Ford Raptor R, that car coming out, you're looking at $100,000. So this is still significantly cheaper than the Raptor R, and yeah, the power output is nowhere near the same, but this is giving you a different off-roading experience. We have a short wheelbase. Oh my gosh, look to our left. Can you see at the angle? Right there. This is cool. This is what Wisconsin is all about, and they're staring right at me. See ya. One thing I was told by Chuck was that when you come out to Wisconsin, you got to pick up some cheese curds, and that's what I did. And wow, I am living a different lifestyle in California because this is so scenic and beautiful out here, and the cheese and the food, it's blowing my mind. You can definitely feel when the turbos spool up for the acceleration. Like right now, nothing's going on. Now they spool up. So there is quite a bit of turbo lag. I think this is such an off-road toy, and I can't wait to test it out properly. But major thank you to Chuck for letting us experience this new car. Did we make a bad call getting the Raptor R over this? Well, what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Part of the reason why I wanted to get the Raptor R is because of the towing capacity. It's got a lot more in it for towing like the track car, the Z06 or whatever we get to the racetrack. But the smaller wheelbase on this would be a lot of fun off-roading. And there we have it. Here is the Bronco Raptor again, locking up. Look at this view all around us. This blows my mind. But altogether, very impressed with the all-new Bronco Raptor. It visually looks absolutely amazing. I'm like on the fence right now. Am I making the right call by getting the Ford Raptor R? I think the Raptor will be fun because it's got so much horsepower, but this is designed to go on these off-roads over here. This is really made for Wisconsin and the other states, and California too, if you properly use it. Look how much wider it really is compared to the stock Bronco. I mean, visually, they have done a great job, and it's got all the power you want. Same engine basically out of the Explorer ST. Look at that view right there with the barn in front of us, the green grass, the animals just hanging out. This is the Bronco I think they should have released to begin with. I'm not too much of a big fan of like the Bronco Sports and so forth. This is the Bronco that you'll find on the posters on the walls in kids' bedrooms, I think, in the future of the Bronco's heritage. Because when I look back, this reminds me very much of the older generation. It's beyond mean, and it wants to be driven hard off the road. Check out his bangs. Pretty wild. Anyways, hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button to help me out and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. Hope you enjoyed our Bronco content so far, well, the Raptor content. We will go much further, much more thorough, but I got to catch a flight very soon in a couple hours in Chicago. So that is my next destination. Again, please let me know your thoughts on the all-new Bronco. What do you think? I guess that means he likes it. This is the first Raptor R. Well, not Raptor R. What did I just say that? Is this the first Bronco Raptor to go on
Road America?
Road America, guaranteed. Look how much bigger we are than everybody else. You can almost cut the track, right?
So you can literally tower everyone.
Oh my gosh! You have the track camera set up, right? Track,
oh yeah, I do.
Get the track camera, okay.
Loading up track mode.
Okay, good.
Here we go. Here it comes.
Performance view.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, very exotic like.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. You're using manual paddle shifters, right, today?
So if you go to manual with this, you switch it to manual, it actually turns yellow up on the dash. And you know you're in.
Oh my gosh. All right, first time on Road America. Punch it, Chuck. Gotta go all over the rumble strips. Oh no! So while he's afraid to damage his carbon fiber wheels, he can just go right up on the very points of the apex.
We'll do this. So that's technically a turn we went through, but
really?
This is turn 3.
Okay. Catch some air? Oh my gosh. Altogether, the chassis and ride handling characteristics of this Bronco Raptor, pretty good for the racetrack, right? What do you recommend?
We're going to test it later. We're going on track with it in a session. It's sick. Oh, it's hilarious.
Thanks for watching again. I'll see all of you in the next video.